Let's understand what's happening in Gaza in 7 May 2025, that the region is facing one of its most intense periods of conflict in years, with ongoing airstrikes, civilian losses, and widespread displacement, as international concern continues to grow. On May 6th, an airstrike hit a UN-run school in Al-Burej refugee camp. The building was sheltering displaced families. At least 30 people were killed in the blast, including children, making it one of the deadliest single incidents. Gaza authorities have condemned the attack, calling it a devastating blow to civilians. The school was one of hundreds of sites used for shelter by families who had already lost their homes in earlier attacks. This strike wasn't an isolated case. Over 230 incidents involving shelters and aid facilities have been reported in recent weeks. Aid groups say these hits make it harder to protect and care for displaced people. Hospitals in Gaza are overwhelmed. With medical supplies running out and many facilities destroyed, doctors are struggling to treat the injured. Some surgeries are being done without anesthesia or electricity. Food shortages are worsening. Reports show 92% of children and nursing mothers are facing severe hunger. The blockade, combined with destroyed supply routes, has pushed the population into a deeper humanitarian crisis. Many families have been forced to move multiple times seeking safety, but with few safe zones left, shelters like schools and hospitals are becoming overcrowded, and even those are now under threat. Israel says its operations target armed groups operating within civilian areas. However, critics argue the strikes are causing disproportionate harm to innocent people, especially those already displaced. Recently, Israeli officials approved a plan to take full control of Gaza, at least temporarily. This move raised alarms internationally, with fears of a prolonged military presence in the area. Some far-right politicians in Israel have made public statements suggesting permanent removal of Gaza's population. These remarks have drawn international outrage and deepened fears among Gaza residents. Germany's new leadership has responded with caution but concern. Its foreign minister has been sent to Israel to discuss humanitarian access and prevent further escalation in the region. Other countries, including members of the European Union and the United Nations, are calling for immediate ceasefire talks, while warning that the current situation is unsustainable and risks spreading. Social media is flooded with videos and images from Gaza. Parents holding injured children, destroyed homes, and long lines for food and water have drawn sympathy and sparked protests in many global cities. Aid agencies are calling for urgent support. They say access to Gaza must be restored for food, water, and medical supplies to prevent even greater loss of life in the days to come. Despite rising global pressure, both sides remain firm. Airstrikes and military activity continue daily, and civilians are caught in the middle, with no clear end to the violence in sight. For now, Gaza faces a dark chapter, one marked by loss, hunger, and fear. While many hope for peace talks, the people living there are struggling just to survive another day.